really frustrated. 2 points lost. I think obviously we start the game really poorly, doing the opposite of what we spoke about all week. So really frustrated with that. Cam has an unbelievable finish that kind of bails us out, go 1-1. Thought we created enough opportunities again to win the game, but ultimately 2 points dropped, and we're going to have to obviously look at the tape and improve in the areas we need to improve. We have a quick turnaround, so that's good. We can get hopefully the bad taste out of our mouth and go to Atlanta looking for 3 points.
Can you take us through what you saw as far as the team's response after that second-minute goal to get one back just a few minutes later and on what was pretty much a world-class goal by Cam there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a good response, but a response that we shouldn't have to have. So we talk a ton here in the locker room about making sure we start games the right way. For the most part this season, we've done so. But a lapse in judgment, a poor decision, and then a good finish by them puts us down a goal. So I was happy with the response, but really, really frustrated with how we started the game.
Yeah, we've talked about, I feel like after losses and draws, the root of goals. Did you feel like this was another one of those individual instances? And how do you feel like you all defended then, the rest of the balance of the game?
I certainly didn't feel like we defended well the entire first half for the most part. It's probably the most shots we've conceded in a half this year, I would venture to guess. But it came from the two areas that we spoke about, Memphis being dangerous in second balls and transition. Thought we weren't good enough with the ball in the first half, and it put us in difficult moments in transition. And, ultimately we end the half 1-1. But I was, for the most part, happy with the chances we created. I'm not sure if that ball crossed the line or not, but we created opportunities. And, but ultimately, again, it comes back to not starting the game well and making sure that we have the right response on Wednesday.
Are you glad in that respect that you get to stay on the road with the team here and go play again on Wednesday rather than have to wait a week? I mean, it seemed like outside of the early goal, you guys were on the front foot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly feel we were on the front foot, just a little bit frustrated, obviously. So I am happy that we have a quick turnaround. I know the locker room is as well. And obviously we'll look at the tape. We'll make sure we go through it tomorrow in detail. And then Monday, certainly try to switch our minds to making sure we're prepared for Atlanta. It's been a tough stretch of road games. I've been, for the most part, happy with how we've handled it. Just a difficult moment there to start the game that way.
And then injury-wise tonight, you were able to get Corbin Bone and Pat McMahon on the field and also had to make that early sub for Jorge. Can you kind of update us on where all those guys are moving forward at this point?
Yeah, I think Corbin and Pat are ready to go. They're available for selection. Obviously, playing them tonight, they'll push us. They'll push the group with regard to selection of the team. And then with Jorge, looks like he pulled his calf a little bit, so we'll take a look at that and we'll see how it pans out.
And obviously not the result you want tonight. It is another point, and I believe that brings the so-called magic number for Louisville City down to 6 for the playoffs. How much does that enter the conversation at this point versus just wanting to be sort of in a good way at this time of year?
I think that's the most important thing, is that we are in a good way come the end of this season. Obviously, there's not many games left. I've been really proud of where the group is, how we've handled things so far. Certainly how we've handled the last few games being on the road. But it's, for us, the expectation is to be in the playoffs. For us, I've said over and over again, is to make sure that we're hosting as many games as possible. And ultimately, 2 points dropped tonight makes that extremely frustrating, So again, I'm looking for a good response on Wednesday. I know that we'll have it. There's no doubt about that. But certainly a bad taste in our mouth after tonight.